Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle, and I'm a Christian author. So far, I've written two books. The first one, Ignite, Living a Victorious Life, A Guide to Spiritual Warfare. And the second one, Igniter, The Rise of the Martyr Helpers. This one I'm writing a sequel to right now. I would like to thank everyone who watched my last video and who liked and commented. I appreciate you. To all my new subscribers, I would like to say welcome, and I hope that I can bring you good content. Today, I would love to talk about peace. After that, we've gone to COVID, and now there's really bad inflation. It seems like the stock market is going haywire. Gas is costing us the clothes on our backs. It's easy for a person to be troubled and to feel turmoil. And you could say, how can I have peace in the middle of all of that? Well, let us go to the Bible. In John 14, verse 27, it says, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. Not as the world gives, do I give you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." This is a promise that Jesus made to us. And before we can understand the peace that Jesus wants us to walk in, we have to understand the peace that he walked in himself. I have three separate stories from the Bible that gives us an example of how Jesus wants us to walk. And let us get right into it. In Mark 4:35 to 41, it recounts the story of the disciples being on a boat, and there's storm winds. It's rocking the boat, and it seems like they're perishing. In the middle of the storm, the Bible says Jesus is sleeping on a pillow. And the disciples turn to Jesus and they say, "Master, don't you care that we're perishing?" And he gets up, rebukes the storm, tells it, "Peace, be still." And then he turns to his disciples and says, "How is it that you have no faith? Why did you doubt? Why were you troubled?" So Jesus wants us to have peace in the middle of the storm because that's the peace he walked in. A second story is found in Matthew 14:22 to 33. It recounts the story of Jesus walking on water, the famous walking on water. But let us see a little closer what this story tells us. The disciples were on a boat, and Jesus was not with them on the boat, but he decided to go to them. And then when they saw Jesus, they thought it was a ghost. And then he says, "No, be of good cheer, it's me." And Peter sees Jesus walking on water, and he says, "Master, if it is your will, allow me to come to you." And he said, "Come." Peter gets out of the boat, starts walking on water. And then Peter sees how treacherous the winds were. He doubted, started sinking. And then Jesus continued walking, extended his hand, grabbed Peter, and says, "Oh, Peter, why did you doubt?" So it shows us something, is that Peter started walking on water. He just started doubting. And this is for all of you who have this dream, who have this impossible thing that you had in your heart for a very long time and you've prayed about it. And then what happens? God tells you, "Go ahead, go do it." You start doing it. You go through the process. You get everything you needed to do. And now you're doing it. And then you start having some dangerous winds, some trouble, and you start doubting. And Jesus doesn't want you to doubt when you're doing the impossible thing that you prayed him about, that you're now doing. He wants you to keep your peace. And in spite of all the troubles, in spite of all the adversities that are coming against you, hold your peace and keep on doing it. The third story is found in Matthew 12, verse 1 to 21. Well, this one recounts Jesus healing on the Sabbath day. And we knew that this did not sit well with the Pharisees. Well, after he healed that man, the Bible says that the Pharisees held a council against Jesus. Jesus, knowing what they did, he removed himself from those Pharisees, went into another town, and continued healing people. The people followed him, and the Bible said he healed them all. This is for all of you people doing the right thing and having people coming against you, conspiring against you. The crazy thing is, the Bible says that the Pharisee conspired against Jesus to destroy him. And there's some people that are doing the right thing, doing good. And there are people conspiring against you to destroy you. And to those people, I say, keep your peace. Continue to do what you know is right, because there is a higher purpose at work in you. It might not feel that way, but it is. So just 3, for the sake of time, there's so many ways that Jesus walked in peace. But those 3 things I think were crucial to talk about. Peace in the middle of the storm. Peace when you're doing the impossible. And peace when you're doing what is right and others are conspiring against you. So if anything I said today spoke to you, please like and subscribe my page, and I will continue to take Bible verses that we can apply in our everyday lives. Thank you and have a good day.